Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the second method of error detection, that is LRC, longitudinal redundancy check. In last video we have discussed about the vertical redundancy check and how the parity bits will be calculated by using a particular method, right? So now today we have to understand by which method or by using which how the LRC bits will be calculated. Now, the parity bit is calculated in this LRC by using each column of the particular data frame. Okay, and that will be sent along with the data to the receiver side. The block of parity acts as the redundant bits. Whatever the parity bits we are going to calculate, that will be acting as a redundant bits. Okay, now let us understand this with example. Okay, now let us consider this example. Find the LRC for the data blocks 111001111 1101 1101 0011 1001 1010 1001 and determine the data that is transmitted. Okay, so for this purpose, first of all, we have to write these data frames into the tabular form so that we can calculate the LRC with for every column. Okay, so in this way I have written all the bits into the tabular form. Now let us calculate the parity bits. We already know in VRC how we have calculated. In VRC we have calculated the parity bits by row wise. Okay, and by in LRC we have to calculate the parity bit by column wise. The rule is that if in the original data the number of ones are odd, then we have to add parity bit as 1. And if the number of ones in the original data is even number of ones, then we have to write the parity bit as 0. So according to, suppose I have started with this column. How many ones are present in this column? The rightmost column, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is even number of ones are available. So the parity bit will be 0 over here. Okay. Now consider the second column. Only one is available. That means odd number of 1 is available in this column. So we have to add a 0 parity bit, or 1 parity bit here, right? Now third column, 1 1. Total 2 ones are there, so even number of ones are available. So we will add 0 as a parity bit here. Likewise, we have to calculate for these all columns. Look at this, right? Let us just discuss about this last column. 1, 2 and 3. 3 number of ones, that is odd number of ones are available. So we will add 1 as a parity bit. Okay. Now these are all, this is called as, this last row is LRC for this data, right? Now we have to transmit. What is our aim? To determine the data that is to be transmitted. Now how to write this data, how this data will be transmitted to the receiver? This extra row as a LRC will be appended to this original data and will be transmitted. That is, this will go first, then this will be second, then this will be third, then this will be fourth, and this LRC will be going to the last, like this. Okay, so this is very simple method how to calculate the LRC bit, or by using LRC how the parity bits will be checked whether the data has been received correct or not. Let us now discuss the performance of LRC. Okay, LRC increases the likelihood of detecting burst errors. We have already discussed about the performance of VRC bits, where we can identify a single bit error easily. But while we are discussing about burst error in VRC, and if we are facing the even number of errors, then it is very difficult to find out the error in that VRC method. So that performance, that issue is resolved, not exactly, but that performance of checking the error is increased in this LRC method. Okay. Now this should be LRC. LCR I have written, LRC it should be. Okay. Now, but what is the limitation of this LRC? If two bits in one data units are damaged and two bits in exactly the same positions in another data unit are also damaged, the LRC will not detect an error. Okay. The meaning of this statement, for this we will just take one more example. Okay, the same example I have given. What we are saying is, if two bits in one data unit are damaged, okay, and two bits in exactly same position in another data unit are also damaged, the LRC will not detect an error. Now consider only one bit from this data frame. The same is there, but in original data we have 1 over here. Okay, in this second frame we have 1 here, and in third we have 0 here. But now we are saying that at receiver side this has been received as 0 and this has been received as 1, which is exactly opposite. Okay, but now while the receiver is calculating the LRC bit for the same, now calculate the LRC for this column. How many number of ones are there? 1 and 2. That is even number of ones. That means the parity bit will be 0, which is correct. Sender has also sent the parity bit for this column as a 0, and now receiver is also calculating the parity bit as a 0, which is according to this data, which is correct. But we know that this 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0 has happened in between the transmission, but the receiver is not identifying that error, and that is what we are saying. This is the limitation of LRC. That is, if two bits in one data unit are damaged and two bits in exactly the same position in another unit are also damaged, the LRC will not detect an error. Okay, so I hope you understood this LRC method in which we are going to calculate the parity bit for the column. So in next video we will talk about the two-dimensional parity bit checking. Thank you.